Yo, it's your boy WesTheTech here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist grow in your craft. Now, today we're going to go over how to get all your music royalties, all right? So if you're an independent artist who's looking into your royalties and you're really trying to figure out exactly how do you collect and get all your royalties, then this is the perfect video for you, because in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly where to find your music royalties and how to get them, all right? Now, before I continue, I definitely want to let you guys know about my free music business checklist tool that's available on my website right now. With this tool, this is basically made for any one of you who's looking into starting your own music business, but you don't exactly know where to start. With this checklist, it's going to basically list the first 2 or 3 things that you need to do in order to start your music business literally today, all right? So if you want to know more about that and you are looking into starting your own music business, definitely click on the link below, all right? That'll take you directly to my website where you can get that music business checklist for free. It's a free tool for any independent artist who's looking into grow in the area of music business, all right? Now, when it comes to collecting all your royalties, I actually did this video before, but it was a few years ago, and some more information and new information has come when it comes to the royalties. So I figured it would be best for me to do an updated version of this so that you guys know exactly where to find these royalties if you haven't watched the video before. And if you have watched the video before, keep watching, because there is some new information that I do need to address, all right? So when it comes to collecting your music royalties, it's very, very important, especially for an independent artist, because your music career depends on those royalties more than anybody else, right? Because you're not part of no record label, you're not getting an advance from a record label or anything like that to really support your music career. So every penny that you make with your music, when it comes to your royalties and everything else, you want to be able to get, because that money is going to be put right back into the business to grow your music business, right? So how exactly do you find all your royalties? Well, when it comes to this day and age, music is all about streaming, right? It's all about Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, all of the different streaming services out there right now. When you actually upload and distribute your music for streaming, there's actually a couple more things that you need to do in order to actually acquire all these royalties. And that's really why I wanted to make this video, and I want to go over all of those things. And honestly, it's only 4 different things that you have to do in order to make sure that you're in the right position to collect all your royalties, all right? The first thing is the most obvious, your music distribution company, all right? Because with your music distribution company, they're automatically going to give you your digital royalties, your mechanical royalties, I meant to say, all right? So that's things like, DistroKid, TuneCore, United Masters, whatever music distribution company that you are a part of, that's the first place that you're going to get your royalties. So, for example, when you sign up for DistroKid and they say you get 100% of your royalties, you do get 100% of your royalties, but that's only your mechanical royalties. There's other types of royalties that you actually are going to be getting as well. So don't think that the money that you're making on DistroKid is the only money that's for you. There's actually more royalty money that's out there outside of what you get from the distribution company, all right? So, but that is the first place. Your music distribution company is one of the first things. But to me, that's the easiest, because if you're streaming music, you already have your music on a distribution company anyway. So you're gonna automatically, by default, collect on those distribution royalties, all right? So whatever distribution company you're with, you get royalties from there. Now, of course, different distribution companies have different percentages on what they pay out for royalties, all right? If you want to know my opinion on the top music distribution companies, at least for 2023, you can click on the link above, all right? It's one of my most watched videos in regards to which distribution company is best for you, and one of the things that I do address in there is the differences in royalties between those companies, all right? Now, that's the first one. Now, the second one is not as obvious. Actually, the remaining one is not as obvious, all right? All 3 of these things, all of the other 3 things that you need to do, you actually have to manually do some legwork yourself, all right? So the next thing that you need to sign up for in order to collect royalties is a PRO, all right? Now, what a PRO stands for is a performance rights organization. All right. Now, for the sake of the timing of this video, I don't want to go into it too deeply, but if you want to know more about what a performance rights organization is and who they are, you can click on the link above as well. All right. I explained that in more detail, but long story short, they collect your performance royalties. All right. Performance royalties are things like, when you're performing and, when it gets on TV and movies and things like that. But there are some more things as well. But like I said, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to go over all of it. All right. But in order to collect your performance royalties, you have to sign up for a PRO. Now, the most popular PROs, at least in the US, is ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. So you're going to have to pick between one of those different performing rights organizations, but you do have to sign up for it in order for you to collect those performance royalties, specifically from the publishing side. Now, I'm probably throwing out a lot of terminology that you guys don't know, but the most important thing is when you sign up for your distribution company, the next thing you sign up for is a PRO. If you ask my recommendation on the spot, I'll just let you know BMI. That's the one that I use because it's free to sign up with. All right, so if you're looking for one that's free to sign up with BMI, get your music registered on there so you can collect royalties on that as well. All right, so that's the second thing, the Performance Rights Organization. All right, now the third place that you need to actually sign up for so that you can collect royalties is Songtrust. All right, Songtrust is all one word. You can literally Google it. It's a very, very important website, just like your performance rights organization, because you have to understand this. When it comes to your performance rights organization, it is specific to your country. The ones that I just named, BMI and ASCAP and stuff, that's just for the US, all right? Every other country has their own performance rights organizations, all right? Literally, every country has their own version of this, which means that if you actually have music that is streaming and is streaming worldwide, you're not going to be able to collect the royalties for the music that's being played in other countries, because BMI, ASCAP, and them, they only collect royalties that you get in the US. So what you're going to need someone to actually collect the royalties from all the other countries that your music is being played. And that's exactly what Songtrust is. Songtrust actually collects your royalties for all the other countries when it comes to the publishing side. That's why it's very, very important to have Songtrust as well. Because in the world of streaming, somebody in the Netherlands could be listening to your music, or Australia. You never know where they're listening to your music. Of course, you could go into the stats of Spotify and really see where it's listening. But in order for you to actually collect those royalties, you're going to have to sign up for something that is, or for an organization that's going to go collect those for you. And that's what Songtrust is all about. So Songtrust collects your royalties when it comes to all the other countries when your music is being played. All right. So that's the third place that you have to sign up for, and you have to get situated in order to collect royalties. Now, I will let you know, Songtrust, out of the other ones, you do have to pay for. All right. I believe it's $90 to start a Songtrust account, but it's a one-time fee. You don't have to pay it every year or anything like that, but you do have to pay it in order to have it. It's a must purchase. Don't even sit there and question it whether you have to do it or not. You absolutely have to do it, or else you're going to be missing out on all the streaming money that's out there when it comes to music that's being played in other countries, right? So take the $90 hit, work some overtime, do whatever you got to do. Make sure you pay for that, and make sure you get your Songtrust set up. Trust me, you're going to need it, all right? Now, the final place that you actually can get royalties from when it comes to your music is actually SoundExchange, all right? I spoke on Songtrust before. Now it's SoundExchange. That as well is one word. You can Google it as well. It's just as important as all the other ones that I already mentioned. When it comes to SoundExchange, they actually collect royalties when it comes to interactive radio, all right? So that's things like Pandora, Sirius XM, all right? Different interactive radios like that, different things like that. What is iHeartRadio is another great example of interactive radio. But when your music is being played on these different streaming services, it's different from the Spotify and the Apple Music and stuff. They pay out in a different means. The only way to collect the royalties for that is through SoundExchange. You got to sign up for SoundExchange so that you make sure that you get the royalties for that, all right? So that's the fourth one, all right? These are all the different places that you actually have to sign up for and get situated in order for you to collect all your royalties. I'm going to go over those again. The first one is your music distribution company. That goes without saying. You're going to have that already if your music is already streaming. Number 2 is going to be your performance rights organization, BMI, ASCAP preferably, all right? Number 3 is going to be Songtrust to collect your music worldwide when it comes to all the other countries. And number 4 is SoundExchange, where you collect your interactive radio streaming royalties, all right? So those are the 4 places that you need to do. Now, there is the additional information that I need to tell you guys in regards to this is that if you do not collect your royalties, nobody's going to come looking for you. Now, not Songtrust, not BMI, not PR. Nobody's going to come looking for you because that's literally them saying, hey, we got some money for you. Come claim it. No, they're not going to do that. If you do not go claim your royalties, you are not going to get it, and they're not going to come looking for you so that they can give you your money. So you have to put your steps forward in order for you to collect everything that is due to you. Because here's the thing, right? If you don't go collect this, all right, and this is some new information that I recently learned. If you do not go collect it, there's a certain amount of time that it can stay unclaimed, all right? If you keep waiting, if you let years go by and you don't collect it, eventually you will reach that expiration date on being able to claim it. And if you do not claim it, what these people do, what, the higher ups, the people who are supposed to be paying this stuff to you do is they take that money and they give it to the most famous artists, right? And that's absolutely ridiculous to me, right? That they give it to people like Jay-Z and Beyonce and, Taylor Swift and all of these amazing, the top artists in the world. If you do not claim your royalties, they just gonna give it to them, right? I know that sounds crazy because, obviously it's not their money. Why would they even do that? I don't know the particulars to that, but this is the information I'm getting. I don't even know if it's true or not, but if it is, that's absolutely ridiculous, right? Because they don't need any more than they already have, right? You're working to start your own music business, and you need every penny that you need when it comes to your music royalties. The fact that they are going to give it to them just because you don't claim it needs to set a precedent in your mind to make sure you get all of that set up. You cannot let that time lapse without you collecting it because, again, if you do not claim it, you won't get it at a certain point. So it's not just going to sit there forever waiting on you. You do have to claim it. I think it should just sit there and wait, but that's not how it's set up. To me, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. That infrastructure is just messed up entirely. Why give it to, I don't even understand why they're giving it to the bigger artists. It's not like they made the music, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those secret things of the music industry. But either way, again, this is very, very important for you to sign up for all of these things, because if you do not sign up for these things, not only will you not get your royalties, but there is a great chance that you may never be able to get your royalties if you wait too long to do it. So as of today, right now, if you got time to do it right now, go ahead and sign up for them, all right? Songtrust should be the only one that I'll give you an excuse for, because if you don't have the $90 to pay for it right now, I understand. All the other ones, you can literally sign up for them right now. Every last one of them, you can sign up for them right now. You're already with the distribution company, that's one. If you're not and you haven't released music yet, then I understand. But if you already released music, you got distribution company down. Songtrust, you can wait on that. You can wait till you get your $90, but it's not much, right? Get that $90, sign up for it. BMI is free. SoundExchange is free. Go ahead and sign up for BMI and SoundExchange today. Make sure you get that situated just to make sure, all right? Now, when you sign up for it, it's not just signing up for it. You actually also have to register whatever songs that you have released as well. So if you got 3 songs, right after you sign up for BMI, you got to go ahead and just register all 3 songs to BMI. You got to do the same thing for SoundExchange, and you got to do the same thing for Songtrust as well once you pay the fee and set up that account as well. But once you get all 4 of these accounts, all right, and you actually register your music to them, then you will be able to start collecting royalties on there. I promise you. I work with a lot of artists every day, all right? I own this recording studio. I'm actually in it right now, and I am utterly surprised at times with how many artists that I deal with who have been putting out music after music that have been signed up for half of these things, all right? I do not want you to be in that same position, which is why I also wanted to make this updated video, especially knowing now that that money isn't going to be sitting there forever. They will come. There is a certain point, I believe it's 2 or 3 years. I don't know the exact amount of time, but once that time lapses, your money is gone. So make sure you do whatever you can do in order to get your money, because it's not hard. It's 4 different things that you got to sign up for. It's not hard. The only thing it's going to cost you is a little bit of time to sign up for them, and $90. You could do that, especially when it comes to you actually wanting to be successful in your music career, all right? But that's pretty much it. That's what this video is about. Now, if you have any additional questions in regards to this, please feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm here to help you as an independent artist. Also, like I said earlier about the music business checklist, all right? If these are things that you kind of already started, but you need a grander roadmap, or a more encompassing thing in regards to how to leave your 9-to-5 job so that you can do music full-time like myself, then I strongly urge you to grab my ebook here, the 13 steps to jumpstart your music business career. Of course, the things that are in the music checklist are in this as well, because it's the same things, but this is more in depth. This gives you what to do after those 3 things, all right? It tells you everything that you need to do in order to set yourself up to put yourself in a position so that you can leave your 9-to-5 job and do music full-time just like me, all right? So if you want to do that for your future, definitely grab this ebook here, all right? The link is in the descriptions below. Grab that ebook and you'll know exactly what to do. Read it from cover to cover and it should help you get on your way, all right? But that's pretty much it, all right? Again, if you have any additional comments or concern, please leave comments in the comment section below. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
I feel like Moses, big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling like Daniel, big daddy. Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. I feel like Joe.